Welcome to Club Shada episode 309. So I was not live yesterday because I fell asleep on my sofa watching TV. And when I received a message from Master Electronic telling me, "You're not going live tonight?" I was like, oh, it's already 1 a.m. And then I was like, no, it was like midnight and 45. So I was late 15 minutes. And then I just felt like, nah, staying in bed. And actually woke up on my sofa at 3 a.m. 3:03 exactly. And I was like, yeah, I'll go live tomorrow when nobody waits for me, which is fine too. So, you who watching, first thing I'm going to ask you to do, I'm going to ask you to do is put a like. Put a like on this live because, Club Shada is on Wednesdays and on Sundays. When it's not on those days, the algorithms are strange. They're like, what is he doing here? So sometimes you have to go impromptu. If you're watching the replay, don't forget to put a like and a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you are watching live right now, first of all, you put a like. Put a like. And then put the flag and the city and what time it is in the place where you are watching this episode of Club Shada that is brought to you by Shadaware.com, the gods of good fortune. It is 1:15 in Lisbon, Portugal. So really, I just I was working on uploading all my remixes for something going on, and I just decided that let me just pop on YouTube and do the live that I didn't do yesterday. So today is release day. It's a Friday, so I have a brand new release that came out. I'm gonna do the listening party probably maybe Sunday or maybe not, and I will do it before I go to Paris because I'm taking my daughter to Disneyland Paris in a few days. Stream royalty for the live is Dan Tana. Thank you so much for a $20 super chat, and thanks to all our sponsors as always. Julie, tonight is just you and me in the chat. Everybody else, they're just watching. So it's just you and me. Ain't that beautiful? How are you? So, a few things. First of all, tonight is my daughter's birthday. Midnight. So it was midnight an hour ago. I just went to the room. She's sleeping already, but I went to kiss her and talk to her in her ear while she's dreaming, telling her that, happy birthday, I love you. She is now 6 years old. Wow. What an adventure. And it's crazy how they just change every day. So everybody put some birthday cakes in the chat for Asha Katarina, my daughter, who just turned 6. Tomorrow she's going to the beach with her school. And I'm gonna be joining in the afternoon, and her mom can't go because she's preparing her surprise party here at home. So I'm just gonna go and get her, and yeah, that's beautiful. And as a birthday gift, on top of what we bought for her. This year, for the first time, we're taking her to Disneyland, which is something that she always wanted to do. So we are going to Disney. So we wanted to go on the day of her birthday, but I was supposed to have a show on the 1st of July. So 1st of July was Yeah, it was supposed to be Saturday, so I could not. So I had to delay the travel to Disneyland to a few days after, and then of course the show of Rotterdam got reported to September 9th. So, well, I already had my tickets booked, my hotel room books booked, and my ticket to Disneyland. I booked everything like 4 or 5 months ago. So we'll just do it at that time. But yeah, listen, it is a good thing. It is beautiful. Look, Julie, all these people they're watching, but they are not. They are not putting the likes. What's wrong with you people? It's just a click. It's just a click on the like, unless you don't like, of course. Thank you, Jujuzan. C13, thank you so much. Thank you. I hope you put your likes. So yeah, it's it's gonna be cool. We're gonna go to Disney. It's a long time I haven't been there, and so I'm very busy right now with the moving to the new house. So I have 2 apartments right now. I have the key to both. This one I'm staying here until September 1st, and the other one I already have the keys. So now I just bought myself a huge TV. It's there sitting in the living room by itself. There's nothing else in the house. I have to show you a photo of the house. I think I have a photo of it's just the living room, and there's just this huge TV and nothing else. Do I have that somewhere? Let me see if I have this photo somewhere. I've been taking so many pics. Let me see. I'll have the guys installing it. Let me see. Okay, more or less, this is the house right now. This is the house right now. There's a chair, so I don't have to sit on the floor, and there's a huge 86 inch TV, and I think these guys just came. See. So that's my vlog. I filmed them drilling. I filmed them. That's one for my vlog. Installing the TV, and in the end, there it is. So now I'm just gonna have to put a white thing that goes down here. But I don't have furniture anyway. So yeah. So for now, that's all you have on that house. You have, and these are ideas of stuff that I wanna buy. All right. All right. So house update. For real. Damn, these people. Oh, finally, everybody has put their likes. Okay, now that you put your likes, put some fire in the chat to say that you're here. Yeah, listen, moving is a whole exercise. But listen, today, so here's how we're making moving. And the good thing is this: if you can afford, and I'm lucky that I can, if you can afford to have your 2 apartments for 2 months and a half, these give you a lot of time to prepare one house to be moved and prepare the other house to be moved in. As you are adding stuff to the new house, as you are buying stuff at IKEA, buying stuff at buying a new sofa, preparing your office, all that stuff, you are also coming to your old house and you are cleaning up everything, cleaning up 10 years of stuff. A lot of stuff that you bought that you don't need anymore, lots of electronics for me, lots of stuff, cables. I'm like, this is the moment where I throw away everything. I give away a lot of things. There's a lot of things that we actually don't need anymore. Jackets, clothing. That's the moment where we give away a bunch of things. I'm gonna sell like all my old computers, iPads, all that stuff. All that stuff is not going, so that when it's time to leave, you are really going with what matters and what you need, and not just all your bordel with you. Because the more you stay in the house, the more you accumulate. So there's always some Amazon deliveries, this and that, and I think what my wife did today and yesterday, she really cleaned the kitchen like never. The whole veranda is now like, I don't even remember the last time I saw things like this without like a bunch of clutter. And you are at this point where you just realize that when you live somewhere, it's inevitable. You're gonna start adding stuff, and I believe that every year you have to do a spring cleaning. You have to really take the time and remove everything that you don't need, throw away things that are broken but you want to repair so you can sell them, but then you're never going to repair them, so they stay here and they take space. You have to throw away stuff. There's no other solution. And that's what I'm gonna do. There's this store in Portugal where they review your electronics and they buy it for you, and then so that they can resell it to other people. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna sell everything. And listen, if I can use that to buy a new washing machine or something like that, all good. Or maybe because there's a lot of things I have to do for that apartment. So right now, I went to IKEA and I bought myself these shelves called Billy. Let me see if I can show you. Billy bookshelves. All right, those are the one that I bought. More or less, this is how it looks. Let me see. There you go. I bought these in black, and I bought 3 of them. So on my office, I'm gonna have my desk here, and here I'm gonna have 3 of those, just those 3. So remove those 2. And all these, the first 4, I'm gonna do like maybe here I'm gonna remove a shelf here to make a square, and I'm gonna put some LEDs that are going through here, here, and here, and down there I'll put shelves just to store all documents, and I'm gonna put my sofa here. I just bought my sofa today that I'm going to put in my office. And so when I'm going to be on Club Shada, what you're going to see in the back is going to be this. So I didn't buy it in white. I bought it in black. And what I'm going to do now is paint the walls. So the whole vibe of the thing is going to be like dark with tungsten lights. And then I'm going to start decorating all these things. So the theme I'm going for my office is anthracite, dark gray, and gold. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I can't wait actually to buy myself a new office as well. and start working on all this. It's gonna be super fun. I'm now thinking also of buying all the kitchen elements. I bought a new sofa, like a beautiful sofa, and I think it's 3 meter and 50 long. It's huge. And the whole sofa turned into like every seat can turn into like love beds. So like if you're watching the movie, you can turn it into a giant bed. So that's amazing. And I can't wait to see how this looks with the new office. And then my own sofa for my office is electric, and it turns into the most comfortable things I've ever seen as well. So you can fall asleep there as well while you're watching the TV or for whatever reason. So that's cool. And now I want to buy something for the corner of the kitchen to create a pantry. I want to create a pantry on the side of my kitchen. I also bought the kitchen table. So the kitchen table we have here, we're gonna sell it or give it. This sofa, we're gonna sell it as well. I have a leather white poof. We're gonna sell it as well. And yeah, now I'm gonna have to open all my stuff here and decide what I'm keeping, what I'm not keeping. So yeah, it's gonna be that's gonna be another whole episode. But yeah, that's beautiful. Siran is saying love from New Zealand, my brother. Thank you so much. Much love. Obrigado, Alan. For my daughter, of course. Yeah, listen. Ain't that something? So, I'm gonna try to stay for an hour because I need to keep pushing those episodes. And I want to do my listening parties because I'm going to be traveling, so I might even record another episode to have it played while I'm in Disney with my family. So let me look at a lot of people are subscribing. A lot of people are coming to the. You see, Julie, how cool it is. You got like. You come on a day where you're not supposed to come, and then you have a bunch of new people. So everybody's gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, "Wait, there was a show." So let me see. I want to talk about 1, 2, and 3 things. 4 things. I'm gonna talk about something quick first of all. The first thing is a YouTube update. So YouTube decided that, and I received a message as I was trying to post a story. YouTube is gonna stop supporting stories. It's gonna be now all about shorts. And listen, as always, it's always been my problem with Google, YouTube, and all their culture there. They have a culture that is, let's do a bunch of things and see what works. And as we're doing a bunch of things, we're not doing them like completely. So they put out the stories, and first of all, you could not, like, let's say you just recorded 20 stories on Snapchat or on Instagram or on TikTok, and you just want to re-upload those 20 stories to YouTube, you could not just select all your 20 stories and you would just upload them in your stories. Like, you had to do them one by one. So you had to go upload 1, 2, 3 until 20. This makes no sense. Like, as I've been saying to YouTube forever, if you want to copy features that others are doing, copy them completely, add everything, and make them better after that. But it feels like, yeah, they just implemented the stories to do like everybody else because everybody was doing stories. Twitter did the same mistake, and in the end they realized that nobody is using them for stories. Yeah, because we don't need to have stories everywhere. I don't need to have stories on Instagram, on TikTok, on WhatsApp, on YouTube, on Twitter, and now on Spotify. And I don't need to have stories everywhere. And the funny thing with all these social media platforms, where the real problem of the social media platforms is that the way they measure their success, and they can then sell ads to the advertisers, is million active users per month or per day or whatever. And they say how many million active users are on the platform at a certain time. And if they have like 10 million active users every minute or every hour, whatever, that's how they say like, oh, amazing. And if it goes up to 12 or whatever, that's where they're happy and the shares go up, etc. The problem is when there's a new social media platform like TikTok or Snapchat at a point that comes, and maybe some people or some younger generations, they will decide that they prefer going to these new platforms to post stories, for example. And then they say, okay, I'm posting stories on Snapchat, and then I'm posting photos on Instagram. And that's how it was at a point. And all these people, they panic because they realize like, oh, this new platform that is doing this thing called stories, they are stealing my active users. Because let's say between 10 a.m. and 11 or 12, they post photos on Instagram, and then after that, they're on the other platform posting stories, and they don't want that. So that's how Instagram decided, okay, we're gonna copy the stories features from Snapchat to prevent the users from spending time on Snapchat instead of being here on the platform, because they want you on the platform 24/7, even if they pretend to you that they want to have a screen time protection, and they want to prevent people from going too much on the social media, etc. And in reality, they want you 24/7. If they could have you while you were sleeping, it would be joy for them. So they do everything to keep you on the platform as long as you are on your phone. And it's not healthy. So Facebook with Instagram actually succeeded in preventing a bunch of the younger generation to go to Snapchat. They took everybody back using stories, and they copy stories completely. It didn't work with TikTok. Yeah, it doesn't work. TikTok is really another beast, and all the people who are on short-term video, they are on TikTok, and Instagram is trying to copy and to take these users to stay on Instagram by using the reels and YouTube by doing the shorts. So everybody's going crazy on, yeah, the future is like the short videos. And to me, I understand the competition. I understand everybody's trying to keep you, but I think it's not healthy. I believe that if every platform stayed on their lane, it would be perfect. But what I don't see, and I told this before, now you have TikTok saying that, hey, you can post 10 minutes videos. So they are trying to compete on long form from YouTube. And YouTube is saying, hey, you can post like 30 seconds or 1 minute videos, shorts, to compete with TikTok. And Instagram is doing reels plus photos and plus videos up to 60 minutes. So everybody's just trying to just become everybody. So one has B, the other one has A, and the other one has C. The one that has C is trying to do AB. The one that has B is trying to do AC. And the one that has A is trying to do BC. And at a point, you still cannot put everything on all the platforms. It takes too much time. You wouldn't, and if these people were not all obsessed with having active users and the investors, trying to make the investors happy like that, they would just say, hey, I'm going to do stories and only stories, and I'm going to do stories well. I'm going to do long form. Me and YouTube, I'm going to do videos over 10 minutes, and I'm going to do them well. And I'm going to just concentrate on that plus live. Instagram, I'm going to concentrate on doing short videos maybe and just photos. But I'm going to do it amazingly. And then listen, you want to post a photo, go to Instagram. You want to post a story, go to Snapchat. You want to dance on the music, you go to TikTok. And you want to post something long, you go to YouTube. And maybe you want to go live, you go on Twitch. But because of competition, no, everybody's copying everybody. And the people that don't do it well, they don't succeed. And YouTube is doing a horrible job with stories. So yeah, of course, they're removing stories. YouTube, TikTok as well. No, sorry, Twitter as well was doing a horrible job with stories, and stories are gone as well on Twitter. So yeah, listen. Concentrate on your maybe making shorts better, but yeah, why not? Concentrate on the long form videos and on live stream. If I was YouTube, I would concentrate on that, especially because your bread and butter, the money is being made from the long videos. That's where the money is for YouTube. It's harder to monetize shorts. It's harder, and to get advertising to create short videos, and it's harder when this business model of YouTube works already. So I don't know how it works for TikTok, their business model, but I'm sure it works. But yeah, YouTube stories was a mess. It was completely useless. I used it a little bit, and then I was like, nah. Next subject. Oh Lord. I want to talk about Senex Beats, my guy. Let me know your opinion, of course. Next subject, I want to talk to you about the grifters, Harry and Meghan. Harry and Meghan. Listen, just talking about them makes me sleepy all of a sudden. You know, oh, Dahlia. Listen, I don't know. I don't know about y'all, but the reality about me is I'm not an emotional person. I have emotions. Yeah, when a movie is emotional, yeah, I get teary eyes, etc., etc. When I go to my daughter's anything, graduations, and yeah, I get emotional. But I'm not. I cannot emotionally be blackmailed or manipulated like I guess the North Americans have been. Us Europeans, we were looking at these two from the side eye from the get go. A lot of us were looking at this girl and we were like, oh, elle a trouvé le bon pigeon. She just found the perfect pigeon. And, at a point, if you would say anything and try to just voice an opposite opinion from all her claims about XYZ in the royal family and her famous Oprah ridiculous interview. At a point, listen, you could get your videos demonetized. You would be treated as an Uncle Tom, a racist, a XYZ, because it's interesting how these people today, right? They want to be tolerated. All these new groups, all these victim groups, they want to be tolerated, but they don't want nobody to have a different opinion than them. And in this, they are very intolerant. So there's such a double standard when you're dealing with all these people that just the idea of having doubts was impossible at that point. If you remember well, some people lost their job even. And listen, at that point, they were super famous. Everybody talked about them. So all these companies were like, yo, listen, here's $20 million to do a podcast. He's X million dollars to do some movies. Or he's X million dollars to do some documentaries. And, well, you realize that they're not producing anything because they don't have good ideas and they don't have talent. And slowly, people are realizing that nobody believes them. And some people are just realizing now. And some of us were like, from the get-go, we're like, this is clear like day. A narcissist meets somebody that is not too bright and just remove them from the family so they can manipulate, play the victim card so that all the emotional people that are constituting the United States of America just go crazy and then they make money. It's a simple play that works for now, because people are getting tired. And Spotify has just stopped their deal with them, and they're not going to pay them the $20 million that they were supposed to pay them. Maybe they paid a percentage of this. I don't have the numbers, but they just decide that they're stopping they were supposed to do a podcast with both of them, and they ended up having a podcast just of her, when she keeps talking about her, when she's pretending to interview people, but it always come back to her because that's what she does. And listen, I grew up with a silver spoon in my mouth, a golden one even. So I know from having cousins, brothers and sisters, and friends that were raised in the same conditions as me. Some of us don't learn nothing about life, and they just believe that everything is due. There's an entitlement to. And listen, that guy was born in the royal family of England, one of the richest family, etc. So his upbringing is 10 times more than me. But all they were asking them was to, be a nice couple and do your duty for the country if you want to be part of that family. And she didn't want that because she's selfish. And listen, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want to marry anybody in the royal family if I mean I have to go to all the défilés and go to all the schools and the things. Yeah, that would be boring to me. But you know what? Even if I was born with a golden spoon in my mouth for my passion, which was music and the business around music, I worked hard. I worked very hard to arrive where I am today and to be independent and to not be my parents' son, but to also be my own self. And that was a question of pride for me. This guy, I believe he just believes that, everything is owned to him. He doesn't have to work. I don't think he knows how to work. And he's just a prince. And it's okay. I don't have nothing against. Listen, I like the fact that some countries have kings, princes and princesses, queens, and some others have democracies and others have different political structures. I like the fact that there's different type of things in different type of countries. I don't like the fact that our country, like France, for example, my country, where of nationality, is trying to put French democracy on every African country. I don't like that. I think that everybody should find what works for them. Every people should define something that works for them. So I don't have nothing against the fact that this guy was a prince and basically all he had to do in life was chill and just show up when there's an event, be loved by the people, walked, say hi to all the peasants. That's a great life. Well, I understand it was hard for him, lost his mom early, lots of trauma, and probably jealous of his bigger brother. And then he just found the perfect girl that completely used all his flaws against him for her interest. And he ran with it. So listen, I'm not going to pretend that he's a victim because I don't think he is. I believe that everybody's responsible for their actions and stupid actions he did. And I believe that, both of them, they found themselves and they just grifting. But the problem is now there's reports from Hollywood and from Netflix as well that these people they're all realizing that, playing the victim card and saying whatever about the royal family works for a certain point. And after that, you did your documentary, you did your podcast, and you keep saying the same stuff. You keep pretending you're going to reveal something and somebody listen. And slowly, now you have agents in Hollywood saying the reason why there's no movies with them and stuff is because they have no talent. Because, pretending that you are a victim is not a talent. And the people might be emotional for a certain point to whatever you say you feel, and they're gonna open doors for you. But once you're on the other side of the door, you still have responsibilities to, if I take you to work at my restaurant because you be the victim of something and you need help, and then once you're in my restaurant, you sit down and you don't work, but I'm gonna fire you. And then you're gonna be, yeah, but I'm a victim. I don't give a fuck. I have a restaurant to take care of, and I need you to work. I took you here to work, not to just be here and just say, I'm a victim, I'm a victim, I'm a victim, I'm a victim. And this whole culture of victimization is arriving to the end, because I believe that a lot of people are tired. A lot of people are just tired of every group, all these people, like all of them. The last 10 years, you just turn into all these people. All they know is complaining, and commercially it's not viable, because if you are a creator, if you have a platform, and you need those people that come to the forefront from whatever was their problem. They come to the forefront, so of course their name is hot, so it's a good brand, so you want to sign them to tell their stories. And then in 3 years they did 12 podcasts. We did 309 episodes of Club Shada twice a week with no money. I mean, a little bit of money. You get $20 million. You only do 12 podcast episodes, not even video. Like, who gives that money to those people? Listen, give me $1 million. Give me 2.5 million to have like a podcast that only plays on Spotify. For 2.5 million, oh yeah, I have my own team. And listen, we're not gonna give you like one podcast. I can do 10 podcasts every week. I set up a full team. Joel, MJ Wemoto, Kaysha, Maman Dalia, full team, full Shada Gang team of content. We would listen, 2.5 million. I set up a team. I would shell out 10 episodes, me and everybody else, and maybe we do a show all together, and we have a team to edit, to put out the content, etc. You would have like 10 episodes every week from all these shows. By the time we do 3 years, you have 300 episodes for real. And that's where all these people are now pissed with them, because they gave them opportunities and they blew it. Because I believe that they thought that, yeah, but I'm a prince. Oh, but I'm a duchess. Well, that's not enough. It's enough if you just want to parade on the streets and give good discourses like the rest of them. Now, if you want to go to the normal life and you want to show that you are a good actress and as a prince you want to use your name to do great things, etc. Well, you had 3 years and you did nothing. All you did was continue to complain. So, yeah, the clock is ticking. Tell you, she poisoned Harry's brain with the fact that he will never be king, blah, blah, blah. She wanted attention by all costs. Yes. And I think she came to him pretending to be the new Diana. And yeah, she just played with his traumas. And he played himself. Listen, he was dumb before. Please, like, I'd love to meet them one day and talk to them and look at them and tell them in the face, like, so, like, what the hell you doing? Like, you need help? I can help you. I can, listen, 2 cameras, I can do something good for you. Those $20 million, give me 1-2 millions. I can do, like, as long as you show up, we can have great conversations about stuff. But listen, when you don't have talent, you don't have it. Listen, I'm a content creator. I release a track every week and 2 episodes of podcast every week. That's work. So what I get, I deserve it. And I don't just come cry so that I can be on big TVs and stuff. Listen, I have friends that are signed to big labels. They don't have 1 million people listening to them every month. So as creators, we get offended as creators when we see those people that get in positions just because they are victims or such and such minority groups. I want people to get the chance based on talent only. Just talent. Talent, the success of your operation. For me, this is how it should work. If you don't have talent, you should not get the $20 million that should, take those $20 million, instead of giving to these people, divide them by 100 if you want, and give 20K to a bunch of creators so that they can set up studios, have the best microphone, and create content for you. I prefer that than giving it to those people who actually have nothing to say. It is what it is. All right. Last subject. I want to talk to you about these houses, TikTok houses. And it's very interesting that, first of all, put some unicorns in the chat if you're enjoying the conversation. I want to talk to you about those unicorns. I want to talk to you about these TikTok houses where, so we're talking about like big multi-million-dollar mansions. You have them in Brazil, you have them in Kazakhstan, in Korea, China, you have them in France, you have them in the US, of course, Beverly Hills, big mansions. And then you're gonna have like 20 creators that live there for free in huge mansions. And there's no rent. The only rent you have to pay is to push out content every day. You have to push out TikToks every day, and we do the rest. We bring you brands that you can do deals with. We bring you XYZ, and you have to do posts for them. And because you're not paying the rent of this $20 million mansion where you can sleep for free, you don't really know, or you don't really get paid that much for all the brand deals, because you work for our structure that owns the house, because somebody has to pay the rent. And how they pay the rent is by selling all these ads from these kids in these houses. And it's interesting because what we are starting to see is that, for example, in the US, a bunch of these houses with creators inside, they all belong to the same company. And that company gets ads like, oh, you have this yogi product that you wanna do some promotion to the kids, to the young generation. Well, we have 200 creators divided into 10 houses. Give us X amount, and we take care of having all of them post on the same day about your product. And that's exactly what's happening. And I mean, when you think about it, what up, Frankie? You live for free somewhere, and in exchange, you put out content. It's kind of cool. The problem is, slowly, the kids in these houses all started leaving the houses and talking about mental health, because it's kind of hard on your mental to be there posting content all the time and never having time to chill, and always having like these YouTube parties, these TikTok parties, this thing, and always trying to stay relevant, and always trying to be in the favors of the algorithms. And there's a point where you get tired and you can't anymore. And if you look at the structure of these companies, so you're gonna have these companies where you have like 10 houses with TikTokers or YouTubers inside, all connected to this advertiser, connected to this one guy who bought all the houses, or who rent or whatever, has deals, or maybe he's has a loan on all the houses. And then on top you have maybe people who put money as an investment. But people don't really realize that those kids, mentally, it takes a toll on them, because it's the new digital slavery, where all you do is post. Because I try to post like a line of 3 every day, but sometimes I don't post for 2 days. And I don't care, because posting on Instagram doesn't generate money for me. I don't sell ads. I'm not an influencer. What makes me money are music streams, YouTube views, and NFT sales. Those are the three of my money generators. So when I post on Instagram, and I post something funny, and I say, wait a minute, and I get a lot of engagement, I do it because it's good for the brand. But if I don't have nothing to post, and listen, sometimes I have like 100 videos that I'm ready to post about, but sometimes I don't feel like it. And I don't feel like it maybe for 2 or 3 days. So I'm not posting, because I have nothing to post. And I'm not forcing myself to post. Now, if I was in a house with a bunch of other creators partying and living for free, but in exchange, I have to post about my regular stuff plus sponsored content every day, well, it's kind of a good deal until you're tired. But when you're tired and people tell you, hey, you have to post. If you want to stay here, you have to post, because a lot of kids want to be in your place. So you have to post. Here's the product. Post something. That's when it becomes the new digital slavery, because these kids, nobody cares about their mental health. People are just thinking about rendement. Let's go, let's make it happen. Let's post. We have to post. We have to have millions of people seeing these products. And you have 10 million followers, you have 10 million, you have 10 million, you have 10. Okay, that's 100 million altogether. We need to see an engagement of 400 million minimum. Okay, mission accomplished. Well done. Tomorrow, same thing. Tomorrow, same thing. Tomorrow, yeah, we partied last night. I don't care. Tomorrow, and at a point, you start realizing that it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's exploitation, because you kind of, oh, Emery, thank you so much for supporting the club. Shada, thank you so much, my brother. And you end up at a point realizing that you cannot do it on the long run, because on the long run, the mental health suffer. Look at my example. Yesterday, I was supposed to be live, and because I wake up super early these days because of moving, because of taking care of all the stuff about the new house, the old house, plus the kid birthday, plus the other kid is coming soon, etc. And going to the gym, etc. When it's Club Shada time, I'm tired sometimes. And that's also why I want to have my office, so that when I know that I'm going to be tired tonight, maybe I can go live earlier. I don't have to wait for people to be sleeping, because I might be live at 10 p.m. for me and end at 11:30. And I have the luxury to choose, because I am my own boss. Now, if Club Shada belonged to, or let's say, not even belong, but if I had a deal with Spotify, where I was supposed to produce 2 episodes every week, and then it's different. You cannot miss, because you're getting paid. Now, if this apartment was paid for by whoever, but in exchange, I would come and do this live not on my channel, but in their channel, and they would take care of all the ads, the editing and stuff, but I have to show up. Then when I'm tired or when I'm sick and I don't show up, they might tell me, well, your productivity is not perfect. We might replace you with somebody else that is fresher and younger. And there's this pressure to keep posting, to keep being part of the thing, to keep partying, to keep smiling, to keep all that. And when you look at all these people, carefully selected, a blonde one, a brunette, one black girl, one brown guy, etc., etc. Like, and it's the same thing in all these countries, huh? When these kids start asking about the business, hey, how much did we make? How much did we generate from the past 6 months of ads? And how much is my share? And when you ask how much is my share, you're thinking you have like 70 to 80% of the money generated by you, and they keep 20%, 25, 30, healthy amount, standard, for the fact that they found you, the opportunities, etc. When people ask the questions, they have no answers. They have no answers. People are like, no, you know that, and then they get fired. So this is exploitation. This is the new digital creator slavery. So creators never had to work that much. And I'm a workaholic. I love working. But I see a lot of people, they can't in this economy where you have to release all the time. You have to have stuff all the time. Or you want to do, you have to do NFTs all the time. Like anything, it has to be all the time, all the time, all the time. It's not sustainable for mental health. Look at photos. You post a photo, there's a million other photos being posted. This, the moment you post it, and in 10 minutes, there's going to be another 10 million. So your photo is lost in the middle of millions of photos. But you post because you have to post, and then you repost, and then you post, and then at a point you're like, I'm not posting this week. Fuck it. And yeah, listen, I feel for all these people, because I don't know how you get out of this system. I mean, I know how I did, but it comes with a lot of sacrifice. But when I see all these kids telling their stories about being in those houses full of creators, it's a hyper competitive market where, you have to pump out content all the time, and it's not easy. But hey, and at the same time, you have these two idiots getting 20 million for just lying about their whole life and pretending to be what they're not. What are we gonna do? Rien comme il sait. That's all I had for you tonight. I hope you enjoyed the show. This show was brought to you by shadaware.com, the gods of good fortune. It is 2:15 p.m. I'm starting to feel that I'm tired, and tomorrow I have to wake up very early to wish a happy 6th birthday to my daughter and give her tons of kisses, and also go buy her some gifts, and then go to her with her friends at the school to the beach, and then party at home. So that's a big program tonight. So I'd rather not have this whole program being tired. Put me some unicorns in the chat if you enjoyed the show. If you missed the show, missed the first part or whatever, you can always watch the replay, and please leave a comment or and a like as you're watching the replay. And don't forget to also leave comments and like on all the videos, the other episodes and the clips, etc., etc. Don't come to the channel only when it's live. Also come for the pre-recorded content and the clips from the show. That would be cool. I'm gonna leave you with a track from you know what? I'm gonna leave you with a track called Pretty Boy by Kaysha. That's me. From my Com album. And I will see you Sunday. So wait, let me see the dates, because I'm leaving to Paris. Yeah, I will be live Sunday. I might not be live long, or maybe I will be live earlier so I can finish earlier, because I have my plane the next day with my family to Disneyland. So yeah, I'll see you Sunday, and I'm gonna try to see if I can even pre-record an episode for Wednesday. Listen, when am I coming back? I think I'm coming back. I'm leaving Sunday, and I'm coming back Thursday. So yeah, I'm gonna see what to do. Maybe I will pre-record an episode or two and just have them play. We'll see. I'm leaving you with this track called Pretty Boy by Moi. And I hope you had a great night. I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to leave a like and leave a comment, and be subscribed if you're not. I mean, if you're in chat, if you're in the chat, you subscribe. But if you're watching the replay and you're not subscribed, subscribe. All right, Shada again. Bisous.